What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Dying Light 2 stream. Had some issues with my computer for some reason. It didn't want to work, so I had to restart it and all sorts of things. But here we are, we're back. It's been a while since I've done Dying Light 2 on stream, so we're gonna have a lot of fun with this one. As you can tell, I did purchase one of the bundles. It's the Fire Devil bundle. Let me see. Let me look at it. Yeah, this one. Because I really wanted the outfit looks really cool, but I really wanted that Inferno power item, so I went ahead and grabbed that. So in chat we got Benson, Rylan, and Just Ashton. Game not over yet, and Zach Blue. What is going on, my friends? How are you today? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking, Zach. Doing fantastic. Just, you know, other than my computer deciding to stop working on me. Everything's great. So we're gonna be playing through some of the event. And yeah, that's what we're doing. This, I like the idea of the event, but it's just that there's more that I feel like they could have done with it. Penguin said, you return to the game after a long while and notice that Volatile's tank my glitched machete strikes like champs now. What's up with that? Yeah, they were kind of messed with in like the last patch. It was the good night, good luck update. Whenever they messed with them, they made it to where at first it was like it took you 7 hits even with glitched weapons to take them down. Then they kind of made it to where you could do it in like 4 with glitched weapons and then still take like roughly about 7 for high powered weapons. And then now they've knocked it down to where they're still not as tanky. So if you use a glitched weapon, it takes about 3 hits, and then other weapons I haven't really tested yet. So they just, yeah, they decided to change that with the good night, good luck update to make them more, yeah, tough. I guess. Games. So I guess I do apologize. I thought I had this fixed, but we'll just have to to deal with a little bit of laggy gameplay. Top notch. She said, how long do we have to finish the personal goal? So if, for the global goal, let's go over there. We're at 5 million already, so we're basically like 5.3 million, and the goal is 11 million, so we're already basically halfway to the global goal, so we're almost there. Like, we'll probably get there like in a few days, to be completely honest. And then for the personal goal, I mean, I'm at 29, I need 150, so I need to do a lot. Raleigh, what's going on, my friend? How are you? He said, how am I doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Like, so you're having a blast with Starfield right now? Oh, I know. Starfield's a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun with that too. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change this back to easy mode. I have that on minimum? Yeah, I do. Because I just feel like I don't want to play on hard right now. Okay, cool. I've got it equipped. Yeah. All right, so let's go find some Forsaken Stores and Dark Hollows. What's happening? Okay, I can just die instead. You know, that works. Like I said, the event is surprisingly fitting for the Payday theme. Yeah, it's not bad. I think it would have been kind of more interesting if like they turned some areas into like kind of like a bank, essentially. Like, even if it is like the Dark Hollows and the Forsaken Stores, I mean, yeah, you just kind of go in and you can just get stuff, but I think it would have been better if it kind of turned it into more of a heist situation. I think that would have been more interesting. So we got a Dark Hollow over here. Go to that one. Zach said, even your girlfriend's joining Starfield. I can see that from many other games. Hey, Starfield's like I said, it's a lot of fun. I haven't got to play it as much as I would have liked to play it so far, but have been having fun with it. Just traveling through space, doing space things. Saib, you said they made a new head bob when running. Oh, I guess I haven't really been paying attention to that. I'll have to check it out here in just a second after I land. Whee! I guess, yeah, it kind of goes like a little bit of side to side, I think it looks like. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I need to change that. For some reason, that's the HUD. I want all of it on. I like to always see everything. Because when I don't see everything, that's when it just kind of bothers me a little bit. I know I'm on easy, but I don't care. Oh yeah, I wanted to try out the... What am I doing? Place the meat bait. Oh no, it's in my stash. Okay, I'll do it in a minute. Interesting. I thought these were supposed to just have renegades, but oh. Rude. Ah, get off me. Ow! Hit me with that. Yeah, I have the new gear on, so that's why it's I'm taking so much damage. Wanted to see what it's like. Okay, I need to get away from these people. Here we go, let's do a charge attack. It's not bad. Here we go. Alright, so now I need to see if we got any good stuff. This is really hard to play with this frame rate. I don't know what's happening right now. At least there's a Payday guy. That's helpful. Lighting everything on fire. Dodge, dodge, dodge. What are you doing? Okay, so this is what happens when you don't have good gear on. Not bad because I'm playing on easy. If I was playing this on hard, I would 100% be dead right now. Like we said, they slowed down the vaulting animations. Whew, that was intense. Yeah, so none of those are gonna have red diamonds on them. This guy will, though. Okay, so that went badly. I wonder if these will also give you red diamonds or if it'll just be regular crystals. Oh, it does. Nice. I mean, you only get one, but it's good that they gave that to you still. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's a diamond on the floor. 32 down and a whole bunch more to go. All right, where is a chest? I don't want to do that. Stop it. Back up. Here we go. This one should have one in it. Always forget to push the auto unlock. Red diamond. I got a dirty katana, but I don't want it. Too dirty. These hopefully should have both in here. Cyber said you're still irritated that we don't get Payday 2 outfit for free when completing the event. Yeah, I think that they're done giving away the bundles with the events themselves. I really wish that wasn't the case, because that's kind of one of the things, in my opinion, that made the events worth it. Is like, oh, you get a chance to get this bundle for free just by participating in the event. Like, it's just a nice way to show their appreciation that, hey, thanks for playing the game, you know, in my opinion. But yeah. Where'd that zombie come from? Oh well. I don't know if that'll have one in it, but I'll double check. I don't think it will. No, that's just the exit. Wait, where'd they go? I just... Oh, I guess that was them. Alright, I actually prefer doing the Forsaken stores over the Dark Hollows, because they're just, I don't know, I just feel like they can give you more. They're just more fun to go through right now. Hey, we got Alberto in the chat. What's going on, my friend? We got PP Head. What's going on? PP Head, you said those new boosters are so awesome. Wish there was a 999 stack like the last Halloween event. Oh yeah, I know that some people did get their game glitched, and so instead of the Payday event, they got the Vampire Masquerade event, which means that they got access to the boosters, or some people just, like, you know, accessories. Here we go. Simon said volatiles still don't jump when you start. Oh, they take it easy on you. Well, I mean, I always have them jump all over me. I guess it just kind of depends on where you are. There's a Forsaken store somewhere over here that I can't remember where. Yeah, straight ahead. I'm doing those because, like I said, I like those a little bit better. We got Luke 80, sorry, Luke 8877 in the chat. What's going on, my friend? How are you? Shep, so what do I think about the update? I think it's underwhelming. Like, there's a lot of nice things they added to it for sure. Like, I'm not saying that there aren't some things that, you know, we needed, but at the same time, it doesn't really feel any different. You know, it just kind of feels the same. Like, each update that comes out just kind of, yeah, is the same. That's kind of the only way to describe it. So there's nothing really like spectacular about this one that's like, wow, this is an amazing update. I think it's an okay update that fixes some issues and gives us a few things like, hey, you know, on consoles you can have community maps now. But, you know, outside of that, it's just, it feels like this update is more focused on, hey, guess what? We got Dying Light points now, come buy the bundles. That's kind of what it feels like it's more about than anything else. And that's why it's just, I don't know, it just kind of feels meh, to be honest. Zombie friend. Hi, zombie friend. Sniper said your chase video did super good. I don't think I ever saw that one. Rice. I got some rice. Should be a diamond in here. Guild Gaming. What's going on, my friend? How are you? You said, hey, RG, first off, hopefully you have a good day, noon, evening, night. What are your thoughts on the new bundles? So, some of the bundles themselves, like, I actually ended up getting the Fire Devil bundle. Just because, first of all, it looks super cool, and also I wanted this Inferno thing. Because, like, I'll show you what it does when I can get around some enemies. It's weird that this stuff isn't populating whenever I first got in here. I do think some of the newer bundles are pretty cool looking, and there's some new kind of like weapons and designs and stuff. I actually like this bundle. Like this one came with this weapon, this Fire Devil axe, and I just added flame to it because I'm like, you know what, this whole bundle's fire themed, why not? And so I added a fire effect to it and empowerment, and it jumped to 908. So this thing is a monster. And I normally don't use two-handed weapons, but this one's not bad. I actually do like using it. There's another Forsaken store over here that I want to go to. Or take that guy down. Oh, and these guys. Red diamonds. Ow. I do like that, because I remember at one point they changed it to where one weapon swing would only hit one enemy, and so I do remember them fixing that at some point. I was really happy with that, so you can hit multiple enemies at once. Is this the other store? Where's the other store? I don't even remember. PBH says, is it safe to buy bundles now, since I heard of people buying them and losing their dying light points and items? So it's a bug that's going on. Techland is trying to fix it. I think some people may have had theirs fixed already. The biggest thing about it is, if you have an issue with it, then just reach out to Techland and be like, hey, I just bought this bundle and it disappeared. And they should be able to help with that, but I haven't seen the issue yet. I bought this bundle and it's still with me, so should be fine. Store's down there. Andreas, what's going on, my friend? He's, hey, is that outfit good? I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. Let me show you the stats on the gear. So we've got the blazing mask, which all of these give stamina regen, damage resistance to fire, and increase to a two-handed weapon damage. So it's kind of made to use the fire axe, or the, what's it called, Fire Devil axe with it. So you won't be running out of stamina, and fire basically won't hurt you, which is cool. And then you do more damage with the two-handed weapons. It doesn't provide a lot of protection against other things, so you know, you can still die fairly easily. Now I'm on fire. So I set myself on fire, and now enemies around me will become on fire when they get close. This is a really cool tool. This is one of their power items, and I know it comes with the Fire Devil bundle and the Game Over bundle. I think there are the two bundles it comes with. The Game Over bundle gives you like an electricity power item, so you basically have lightning going all over your body, so it shocks enemies. It's a really cool idea, and it gets stronger the more experience you get. So like, for example, right now it's at a level 1. If I get 4,000 experience, this will go up to level 2. It goes all the way up to like level 9, and it can do, I can't remember what the max damage it does, but it's just it's a cool little feature that I think definitely should have been added into the game way earlier. But it's fun that it's there now. All right, where the heck is this store? I was trying to find it and I lost where it was. Okay, it's in the corner. I've already said, do you think it's 10 cent for the bundle thing? So Techland has come out and said whenever they were introducing it in their FAQs that this was not a decision that was related to 10 cent. That doesn't necessarily mean it wasn't, but from what they're telling us, no, it's not related to 10 cent. This is something they were planning to do already, and then, you know, the 10 cent thing happened to just happen. So Alberto said you bought the Fire Devil and the Ninja bundle yesterday. Nice. Ashley said it does look like Dr. Disrespect, kind of. Yeah, I noticed that too. It was kind of funny that if you really look at it, I'll do a yeah, if you look at it, it's like with the sunglasses essentially and all the red and black. I'm like, it's a it looks a lot like Dr. Disrespect, to be honest. Stab it, stab it. Okay, now I'm on fire. I'm about to die. Okay, so this is why you may not necessarily want to wear that gear. I just died massively. I'm playing on easy right now, and yeah, volatiles still just wrecked me. Ghost Gaming said the Inferno's a grind to level up. Yeah, it's definitely a grind to level it up. That's how everything in this game is, quite honestly. Let's put my good brawler gear on. I won't have the resistance to fire. Makes me wonder, if I don't have my resistance to fire and I use the Inferno, will I take damage from it? Let's find out. This one here. This one over here. There we go. Wait, also I forgot. I'm almost out of... I've got loads of them there. There we go. And PB Head, you said, does Inferno have a cooldown? Yes. You can use it. Let me pull it up here. So at level 1, it's only lasts for 15 seconds and has a cooldown of 90 seconds. I think when it gets to level 9, it has a duration of, I think, like 30 seconds and a cooldown of like a minute. So you get to it gets better as you level it up, but yeah, at first it's not the greatest. The tool basically makes you look like Ghost Rider, kind of. Yeah, that is true. All right, let's try another Forsaken Store. Actually, I'm gonna just try that one again since it's right here next to me. I feel like I was wrongly defeated, so we're doing this again with a proper setup. All right, now won't be taking any damage from it, at least. If they can let me hit, they're just like knocking me into a corner. I can't even swing my weapon. Oh, jeez. This weapon's actually really good. I do like it. Oh, he ducked underneath that. What the heck was that about? That was kind of cool, though. Andreas, you said, do you know if crossplay will come to Dying Light 2? Honestly, probably never. It would be nice, yes, but I doubt it. Just because they never got crossplay to work in Dead Island or Dead Island Riptide. They never got it to work in Dying Light 1. So the odds of them getting it to work in Dying Light 2, probably not, to be completely honest. I think co-op still has a lot of issues as well. So I think once co-op kind of gets more ironed out, then maybe they might consider that. But it's gonna be a while before anything for sure. DJ Marks, what's going on, my friend? He said, "Good day, Respawn. Any update if we can import PS4 saves to PS5?" I think that's something that I think they still are working on. It's not in the game yet. I really hope they do fix that, because I know a lot of people don't want to have to start a whole brand new save or a whole new game just because they decided to play on a newer system. Now, granted, you can like use both systems to kind of transfer your items essentially, now that there's cross-gen support, but that is kind of a slow and annoying process to go through. So I really hope they add it at some point, but right now there's no information on it. Tim, you said any event items worth getting? I don't know yet. I haven't seen the mask. I've heard from people you get like a 20%. There's like two 20% things. I think it's like one's to one-handed damage and the other one's to some resistance of some kind. I don't know to what off the top of my head. And the other thing is the money bundle weapon. I kind of want to get that just to see what it looks like to slap zombies in the face with a wad of cash. I think that's hilarious. So hopefully I can get that unlocked. I think it automatically goes into your stash once you hit what you need. All right, let's hit up this dark hollow over here. Maybe I can get some more crystals, because I got a little ways to go. Ghost Games also something kind of insane they did is the Walking Dead event had multiple days and goals. Oh yeah, that was a mistake. They shouldn't have done that. There were so many people who didn't actually end up completing the daily task stream doing the event, just because it's not easy for people to get on every single day and do something that's really grindy. So yeah, that was not a good move in complete honesty. So I'm glad they didn't do it again this time. It's Liam P. What's going on, my friend? He said the Walking Dead charm won't remove from my stash, and the cutting edge blueprint keeps resetting, going back into the stash. Yeah, that's probably a bug with the update, most likely. I would say submit a ticket to Techland, see if they can fix it in like the next update or something. Alright, so he's down. Another one. I honestly shouldn't be doing these during the day, but oh well. Yeah, and the one downside to this weapon is the fact that it's two-handed. I don't like two-handed weapons just because of how slow they move. Like, they're super strong. And like, honestly, how I used to play games is I would always make sure I went for whatever had the biggest number in terms of damage. But I've kind of learned that DPS is better than single hit. So, what the heck? Where did that guy come from? CMC bought some of the bundles. I'm excited for the bundle that's not out yet, which is the electric charge and glowing claymore sword. Yeah, that one looks really cool. I want it as well. My buddy said you saw there's going to be a samurai bundle. Oh yeah, it looks pretty cool. I've seen some pictures of it and it looks awesome. And yeah, I want that one. It does look pretty amazing. Okay, what's that? No, there's not another chest in here. I've already said, you think buffing those two-handed weapon swing animations will be better? Yeah, they honestly do. Like, the katanas, the weapon animations for katanas are great, but the other two-handed weapons, not so much. Bad zombies. Alright, is there any other chests? Maybe in here? Oh, this is just... Lets me go up here. I haven't been up here. Nice. W Bird, you said you have to get back to farming Newfoundland's underwater drops. Actually nuked like 600 hours and 3 or 4 saves. Yeah. There was when the update dropped, all of my saves lost absolutely everything. I had no weapons, I had no blueprints, I had nothing. And yeah, I was very upset. But luckily, I had backup saves, so I was able to fix it, but that was not great. Alright, let's see. Is this one just open? Locked from the inside. Alright, let's see if this still works. That's the wrong button. Right back, brother. What the heck? Why are you doing that? Okay. What is happening? Is that not the button anymore? I gotta look at the button for the bash skill. I don't remember how to do it. It's been so long since I've used it. Runner. It's not, there was another one. There was another one. Did they didn't get rid of it, did they? There's no way. Oh, back, there it is. All in dart dash, press right trigger. That's what I did. Yeah, start back further, try that again. Okay, what is going on? Why is this not activating? Is it the sprint thing? Okay, that's what it is. It was the sprint thing. There we go. And that's how you get past locked doors. Hey, we got Jake Aim in the chat. What's going on, my friend? How are you? Catch up on chat here. I kind of missed some. Phantom, what's going on, my friend? He said, did you test if you take fire damage without the gear on? I did not test that. We're gonna find out. I mean, that's the wrong button. Alright, so... Nope, you do not take fire damage with it on. So, that's a good thing. I'm glad that they made it to where you don't light on fire if you're not wearing the gear, so that's a plus. That's very, very good. We got Scouse, or Scoose. Bill, sorry if I said that wrong. Hey RG, I hope you're doing well. Are community maps worth checking out? I think so. They're a lot of fun. I've played through a few myself, and you know, they can definitely be pretty fun, especially like when you've kind of done everything there is to do in the game. They're good activities to kind of just mess around with. W said you're interested in the changes that were made to the game when you play the 1.0 version from the disc. Oh, I've heard it's super different. Like, I never played the 1.0 version because when the game came out, it was already at the 1.1, I think. They released a day one patch. So I never saw what 1.0 was what it looked like, but I remember hearing from like all the reviewers and stuff that got to play the game before they did the day one patch. It was not great from what I've heard. Seems that it's crazy people are review bombing the game over dying light points. Yeah, it's annoying, but don't do anything game changing. So like my thoughts on the dying light points, like I'm personally not necessarily happy with them, but for me it's like I wouldn't treat the game any differently because the game's still the same whether you have those or not. I think the dying light points are a bad idea just because like what people did in the first Dying Light is they just bought all the bundles, and you could buy all the bundles very easily because they were all like $3. So if you wanted a bundle, just go spend $3. There you go, no problem. But with this one, they started out that way, but then they evolved into, okay, well now this one's like $6 and $7 or $8. You know, it's just they're a lot more expensive, and it's like, okay, first of all, I don't know 100% why that was the case. When it wasn't like that for the first game, so that's one thing. But okay, they were giving the bundles to people for free for doing the events, so you know it wasn't so bad. But then they stopped giving away the bundles to people for events, forcing you to purchase them, which is, I feel like they should change that back because it rewards your player base that's actually, you know, actively playing the game, you know, while the events are happening and stuff. But then they're like, okay, well now you have to buy these points, and then you use the points to buy the bundles, and in some cases you're gonna have to spend more money. Like if all you wanted was the Fire Devil bundle, for example, and you didn't have the 500 free points, then you would have to spend $10 to be able to purchase it, when the DLC itself, like if the Fire Devil bundle that I have, if it was by itself, it would probably be maybe like $7. So with it being such a huge thing, you're having to spend more money on something than you would if it was just in the store. That's one of the big problems with the Dying Light points, is it's not saving you any money, in complete honesty. It's more often than not, you're spending more money than you originally would have. It just makes it easier for Techland to kind of keep track of things and have stuff in the store so people can get it that way, like just for easier access, and if there's issues with it, it's easier for them to fix it and stuff like that. But that's to me, that's the issue. It's not that there's anything different necessarily about the game. It's more that the principle behind what the Dying Light points do is what's messed up, and why I personally don't like them. Yes, I did use them. That doesn't mean, you know, you can like something and you can not like something and use it. Like that's just, people do that all the time. But whenever it's just, I don't know. I think it was a bad idea, especially with no way to earn them for free. Now, if they add it to where like maybe events you don't get bundles, but maybe by doing an event you get free Dying Light points, or completing pilgrim bounties instead of getting the tokens, maybe make some things, make it to where you get Dying Light points as a reward, or maybe you use tokens to redeem Dying Light points. I think other ways to gain them for free would be interesting. You know, have it tied to something to where people can't take advantage of the situation and get like, you know, unlimited amounts of Dying Light points, but still be able to reward players who, like for events, like you don't have to give enough to be able to purchase a whole bundle. But with the thing that they're going to be doing, so they mentioned this in a tweet where they're going to be essentially implementing a system that will split bundles up, so you can actually buy individual pieces of bundles rather than having to buy the whole bundle itself, which is nice because it's like, oh, you know, maybe I don't want that outfit, but I really like the weapon, or you know, whatever it happens to be. By doing that, that it helps to where you don't have to spend as much dying light points on things. But I just think offering some way, like especially as like the global goal for events, give people enough, not enough to buy a full bundle, but maybe enough to buy an item or two out of a bundle or a couple of bundles. And I think that would be kind of more worth it, because it's like, okay, now I can, if I want these other things, we don't know when the next event's going to be, so maybe I should buy some dying light points. I think just giving those out for free every so often is something that they should do, and I think would make people a lot happier with them if it wasn't just, okay, pay us all this money and then you can do the stuff. You know, that's my thought. Missed a few things in chat. Jack Amy said, hey RJ, how's it going? It's going great, man. Thanks for asking. How you doing? Tim, you said, does the gear protect you if you Molotov bomb yourself? You know what? Let's test that out right now. Let's do the little test here. So let's go to my inventory and switch over to that gear. I really, really, really hope in the next update they add like gear slots, like, or gear sets, like where you don't have to change each, like, I know the word I'm thinking of, it's not quite, but basically where you don't have to change each and every single individual piece. Like you just save, like you equip whatever you want to equip and you can save that to a slot, and then you can just quick change to that automatically. Like that would be amazing. Where'd my thing go? It was weird that it went out of my inventory. Oh, and I have some Molotovs, so there we go. All right, so I have a 75% damage resistance to fire. So let's test that. See what happens. Got gear on, Molotov, and I died. Dan the Westman, Tin Greenman, loadouts. That was the word I was thinking of. Thank you so much. I was like, it's a word that exists and I don't know what it is. So let me try throwing it to where it doesn't explode, because I might have not died from fire damage. I think I died from explosive damage. So let me throw it a little further away from myself and then run into the fire. Okay, so it doesn't do super well to protect you against fire. Why do I have that equipped? My inventory just like keeps changing. I didn't even put that in there. At these. Okay, so that's a definite bug that's happening right now. Every so often, like, your accessories and consumables will just kind of like change to a different one, I guess. Okay, so the 75% resistance to fire damage does not help. Let me put on a toughness booster. I'm not gonna do the RGent booster just yet. I want to try just the toughness booster to see if that makes it so I'm immune to fire damage. Nope. Nope, nope, not at all. All right, so let's try with the RGent booster, and let's see. Oh, I lit myself on fire. I didn't mean to do that. So what's great about this little tool is it prevents virals from jumping on you. When they get close, they immediately get stunned and are on fire. So that's a really helpful thing. I like that. I wish it had... wish I could level it up more so I can have more... lower cooldown time. That was the word. I can't... my brain's not working right now. Jake Amy said you're doing good. Alright, well that's good to hear, man. I've already said that the Molotovs need to get nerfed. Yeah, Molotovs are kind of crazy. Alright, so got toughness booster on, and RGent booster does nothing. This does not help at all. Barely, yeah, it slowed it down, but that doesn't help anything. Like I mentioned in my video, this is one way to kind of complete the event a little bit easier. Just make explosions and have them run to you. Oh, I wanted to see if maybe while being on fire, like if I use the power item, the Inferno, while being on fire, and then walking into fire, if that will protect me. So I'm gonna wait till it's fully charged. It's almost charged up, and we're gonna try that. Skipper, you said, hello, mate. I know you probably mentioned it before, but what disappointed you in this patch, and what would you like Techland to improve before the new DLC? So, what disappointed me in this patch, I mean, overlooking the dying light points thing, honestly, it's just more of the fact that there wasn't really anything new added to the game. Yeah, we've got consoles can do community maps, and you can skip the prologue now if you want to, but for existing players and people who've been playing the game for a while, like there's nothing really new in the game. Like, it's just, we don't have to get, like, it doesn't have to be like a full-on DLC like Hell Raid or anything like that, but just some kind of activity in the game that just kind of shakes it up a little bit. You know, like, people loved the Bozak Horde in first game. They liked doing the prison in the first game. Obviously everybody liked the following. So you can have DLCs that aren't like full-on story-based DLCs. You know, you can do something similar to, you know, Bozak Horde and in the prison and all that stuff, and people will play it and enjoy it. I think they tried to essentially do that with Bloody Ties and kind of mix that together. But the problem with Bloody Ties is that it's fun to go through it once, but once you complete it, there's really zero reason to do it again. Other than maybe unlocking a few other items, but you can't drop into the items that you get. So if you accidentally get this multiple of the same item, you're kind of stuck with it. So I think the most disappointing thing is that it feels like an update that could have had more things that the community was looking for, and instead it was a dying light point update, a DL point. Like that's just kind of what it felt like to me personally. So, and some of the things they can improve, obviously, making sure that they add some kind of new activity to the game. You know, there's I don't know, there's a lot of things that could be done. Yeah, I could probably go into it like all day long, but there's just even some minor tweaks I think need to be changed about some things, like the loadout system for, you know, having gear. I think that would be an amazing thing. All right, so I'm gonna set myself on fire. Throw Molotov. Dang it! I forgot. I was too close. I was trying to do something. It didn't work. Danny said it's so great getting 80k XP per night and getting 2 or 3 levels. It only took 7 months. I know. Whenever they did the 20k nighttime XP cap, that was not great. Where are those? Oh, the Payday zombies. Let me jump over here. Fight them. And then I will try again to see how this all, if you can kind of set yourself on fire, if that will kind of prevent you from taking fire damage. So let's throw this. It's not gonna hit me. No, it's on a cooldown. Okay. I'll have to wait till the cooldown ends and try it again. Okay, it's whatever. Timmy said, yeah, the inventory UI sucks. You can't stack split items. If you have a stack of 99 and a stack of 1, you go to sleep, wake up, and your items mixed up. Yeah, that has happened, and that is kind of annoying. Moral Shader said, what does the trick or treat booster do? I'll look at it again. I don't remember. There was like 4. And this one, think this one makes you jump super high. I think is what that one does. Or then, yeah, I think that's that. I think that's what that one does. If you go and do the Carnage Hall farm, you can level it up way faster. What's the Carnage Hall farm? I don't remember that one off the top of my head. All right, so let's try this again. Throw this. Light myself on fire. Run into the fire. Nope, does nothing. So wearing the fire gear and dealing with fire doesn't help. Not gonna change everything back. Was this one? No, it was a monster mask, I think. Oh, 13. No, slasher mask, I think. Oh, either. Fancy also said raids, needing raids. Yeah, raids would be really cool, especially if they're like in the VNC tower or, you know, other locations around the city. I think that would be really fun. I think a VNC tower raid would be super cool. That you can just kind of load up and, you know, depending on how far you get or whatever, you get different items and different stuff. And I think it'd be more fun than what the chapter systems. I think that's what they tried to do with the chapter missions, is they tried to make it similar to that. But the problem with the chapter missions is that they're extremely short, and like it's mostly you dodging enemies and not really fighting a whole lot of them. And it's not super challenging, to be completely honest with you. PBA said pretty stupid that they also nerfed toughness booster from 30 to 25. Yeah, it went down to 25, but it's honestly, even on hard, if you're wearing good brawler gear or tank gear with your toughness booster, the volatile still can't damage you. So, you know, there you go. Jerome said something I found funny was the new weapon charm. It says -10 durability compared to the lucky charm you get for free with 500 extra durability. Oh, you're talking about the Korek charm. Yeah, so the new one from the money bundle. I've tried that one. Well, obviously I don't have that bundle, so I can't try it, but yeah. It's I haven't seen that. I really hope they actually add more effects to weapon charms, because right now there's only like 2 or 3 that have effects, and only one of them is really useful, to be honest. W says, did they remove the Korek charm? No, they didn't. It's still there, or at least if it got removed from your game, I would check some stuff about that, but it's still there in mine, so they didn't remove it from the game, because that's the only way to repair your weapons. So I doubt they would move it. You know, I did go in here. There wasn't really any things. There we go. Make myself a little bit, because zombies will be set on fire. They just run into zombies. I love that. It also prevents them from grappling you, which is huge. So if you're tired of being grabbed by zombies, using like the Inferno or the one from the Game Over bundle will be good for you. Okay, there's nothing in this one. I need to head to the Dark Hollow over here. If I can get something out of that. Ooh. What the heck? Freaking renegades. Which one make see Alberto and W Bird saying something one of the charms make you move faster? Which one is that one? It was one y'all were talking we were already talking about before. I don't remember. But moving faster is always great. Moral shader, I wish that the peacekeepers and survivor zones had strength that could be weakened and strengthened. Oh yes, that would be great. So you can take over an area and then maybe later on, where am I getting shot from? Oh, this guy. Where are you? Okay, I'm not trying to figure out a way to get to this dude. Oh my gosh. There, now he's dead. Peace. Let's see if I can get some more red crystals. Zaya said chest piece looks like a reskin of the brawler set. It kind of does, actually. Now that I think about it a little bit, yeah, you're right. It kind of does. Get rid of all these volatiles. Phantom said check him as a video of actually the best farm I'm using since they removed the 20k cap. I haven't checked it out. Honestly, I haven't even done any farming things in a long time. For Dying Light 2, just because most of them are basically the same. I'm wondering, is it involving the demolishers that are in the like the demolisher cage outside? Or check him if you wanna say it, because you're here too. Because I know I was contemplating that one for a while to see if it was something that would be useful. Just kind of killing the demolishers, running to the, it's a little bit past the kind of like blood pool area, and then running back. The demolishers will respawn. So I don't know if it's that or not, but that's I contemplated that one for a while, see its usefulness, and at the time it was kind of just okay. It wasn't like super great. All right, I'm hoping. Where'd he go? Hopefully I can keep this howler alive, and I think hopefully he summoned some virals. But we'll have to see. I've noticed the howlers don't really seem to summon any zombies for me since they changed that in the good luck update. So they just kind of scream at me, and that's about it. We got Ethan in the chat. What's going on, my friend? How are you? I've already said you was talking about the trick or treat booster. Oh yeah. Seemi said you really hope they bring executions back. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Like you said on the website, there's a lot of people that have requested that. Didn't want to take that again, but okay, fine. I guess I will. W Bird said, how many hits are volatiles taking now? It depends. If you're using like a glitched weapon, it takes like 3 hits. if you're using regular weapons, it still takes probably 5 or 6, which is normal. You're no fun. You're not bringing any zombies to me. The gamer said you can send me the video on Discord. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll check it out. I don't have the DLC on my PC, which is honestly how I play the game most of the time. I'll have to play it on my Xbox to check it out, but I mainly just use my PC now. It's just so much more fun. Huh. I am having a tough time finding some of these enemies. Okay, stop standing in your funeral fires. Like, what's wrong with these NPCs? They literally keep standing in their funeral fires. Maybe I keep standing here. Some more zombies show up or something. People sounding like zombies. That's my question. Oh, it's because there is a zombie in the fire. That's why. And then should be this guy. Yeah. W Bird, you said okay. Stop flailing around and die already. Jeez. Anyone have any successful exploits that can use the 1.0 version? Oh, all the exploits. Like, if you're using the 1.0, you can actually go back and get the broom, so you can fly around everywhere, which is super fun. You can also get the Doom shotgun, which is honestly a little bit better than the quad damage, in my opinion. And you can get multiple of them. So like, yeah, those for sure. Also, if you're playing the 1.0 version, if you really want a good glitch you can do, go through the entire game, get to the end, and make sure that you don't side with the Colonel. And that you actually side with Jack Matt to raise up the barriers or whatever so you can drain the city. The reason is because there's bolters that appear over on that side of the map, where the sunken, like where the underwater city is. Once you drain the city, there's bolters that appear, and every time you hit them, they drop a blue crystal. And you can just take like the Mistress Sword, for example, and just hit them constantly where they won't take any damage, and you'll just get unlimited amounts of blue crystals. Super fantastic farm for that. Also, if you're playing the 1.0 version, the chests in the underwater area, the airdrops, will respawn about every 30 minutes. So you can actually go collect those over and over again, get like really high level, like 7, 8, and 9 weapons and gear pieces from that, which, you know, especially if you're starting like a brand new character, which you would have to, it's ridiculous what you can do with that. So if you're playing the 1.0 version, there is a ton of stuff you can do, like all the things basically. Zach, am I gonna play any scary games around the Halloween season? Very possibly. Very possibly. I'm wondering if I get this howler going again. That'll make more virals show up. I'll throw this dude to the ground. Kick him. Yeah, he's useless. W said the shrooms aren't on the crane. Did you completed the broadcast mission? Because they only appear on the crane once you've completed the broadcast mission. If you have completed the broadcast mission, interesting. Well, this is kind of a neat air little trick. I think if I run inside the Dark Hollow and run back out, I'll have more Payday zombies appear. In the Dark Hollow. Back out. Somebody go into the fire. Nothing? Okay. I feel bad for that lady. There, now you're out of the fire. You can run away. I do kind of feel bad. I just set her on fire and said bye. For testing purposes. Oh, jeez. We got the in the chat. What's going on, my friend? And also Marcos, what's going on, buddy? How are you? W said you'll get the sword or the pan. Oh yeah, the pan is another good one too, for sure to do that with. They were added after the 1.0 version? Really? I didn't know that. I thought they were in the 1.0 version. Oh, well, I guess you can't get it, so that's unfortunate. But you should still be able to maybe get the Doom gun. Maybe. Hopefully. I don't know. If nothing else, you can at least farm that one spot. Sunken chests. So there is that. I need to find some more of these zombies. They are just... Probably easier if I did this at nighttime. So I'm gonna switch to nighttime. Just such that any games I'm excited about. Oh, I'm excited about a lot of games. I mean, there's like Assassin's Creed Mirage is coming up, which looks pretty cool. We've got Lords of the Fallen. There's Lies of P. Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, which I still need to play the other Spider-Man games. There's, I think Alone in the Dark is supposed to be coming out next month as well, and then we've got other things I can't think of off the top of my head. Marco said you're doing nice, or you're doing great. Nice to see a Dying Light 2 stream. Oh yeah, it's been a minute since I've done a Dying Light 2 stream, especially on YouTube, mostly because YouTube doesn't like Dying Light 2. And so hopefully with me setting it to like minimal settings on the brutality levels, it's okay enough. All right, so I'm gonna just do some chases. Let's see if I can get through this. Hey, Marcus said, how am I doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Hey, I leveled up. Wait. Okay, interesting. So, none of the virals are the event virals. Oh, a little disappointing. I was hoping there would be like the event ones. Okay, well in that case, since they're not actually showing up, it's not really a reason for me to do nighttime because I'm not getting the event ones like I was hoping I would. I'll go back to daytime and just try doing Forsaken Stores and stuff. W said you're gonna go back now and double check. I think I went to it immediately after doing broadcast. Yeah, the mushrooms should show up after you finish that mission, so hopefully they show back up for you. Zach, you said you're excited for Alan Wake 2. Oh, I know, it's gonna be like the first game, I'm not gonna lie, terrified the crap out of me. Like, so much so, literally I started playing it and I think I got to like, it wasn't very far into the game, it was still very early in the game. I had to stop playing because me being smart, I decided to play a horror game at night only. And yeah, Alan Wake was terrifying. I was like, yeah, nope, I ain't doing that. So I put it down for like 2 weeks and I was like, I am not picking that back up again. And then I eventually did pick it back up and played it during the daytime. It was still creepy as crap, but it was better. So yeah, it was really fun. I never got to play American Nightmare. I wanted to, but I just never did. I don't know anything about that one, but I am excited for Alan Wake 2 because it seems like it's gonna be fun. I apologize. I'm unable to read the name, but comment is, do you think you can do a review or showcase the outfits in the shop that has special abilities? So right now, the only one that I have access to is the Fire Devil bundle, which is what I'm wearing right now. It's not that the outfit necessarily has special abilities, is you get the power weapon or power accessory or whatever you want to call it. The Inferno with this one, and so this one essentially, as you get more experience, this thing becomes more powerful. It lasts for longer, it does more damage, it has a lower cooldown. So it's really cool. Like, you light yourself on fire and stuff like that. The Game Over bundle has one that's electricity, but the problem is that with this update, like, not all of the bundles are available to everybody. For some reason, some people can see all of them, others can only see some of them. I'm one of the ones that can only see some of them. So it's made it to where... Ooh, that was bad. I can only look at like one right now. But it's pretty cool though. Not gonna lie. Alright, so right here, I'm gonna use it. Now I'm on fire, which sets them on fire when I get too close to them, which helps out so much. And you can't be damaged by the fire that this causes. So same thing with like the electricity. You won't be damaged by the electricity that it has. So it's really, really cool. And I wish they had added things like this in the game sooner. Alberta said you're excited for Spider-Man 2. Yeah, heard it's gonna be fantastic. Like I said, I didn't get to play the first one or Miles Morales, so I haven't really got to see what it's like, but I know it looks absolutely amazing. You know what? I'm gonna go where there's always tons of virals. Right over here. Now granted, more of them show up like after you complete the Veronica mission, and I haven't on this save because since I had to restore everything from a backpack, that's the word, backup. It kind of reverted me back to before completing the game, which is a little frustrating, but so I can go over here though. There's usually a bunch of virals over in this area. There may not be right now. I might have to go complete the Veronica mission, but I'm not going to do the story stuff right now just because it's just going to take too long, honestly. Oh man. I'm going to spawn in front of these guys. Mr. Cat Thief, where do I farm for the event stuff? So I've just been kind of running around Most of the time I go into like Forsaken Stores and Dark Hollows and grab the red diamonds from in there. But for some reason, those haven't been spawning a lot of red diamonds. So the other option is to just kind of look for the Payday zombies. Which, if this area, if I had already kind of completed the game, or at least completed the Veronica mission, there might be more in this area. But right now there's not, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna equip an explosive and just start trying to get the attention. Maybe that'll draw some in. We'll see. Payday zombie, yeah. Okay, so that looks like the trick to do. Make things explode, and they'll start coming out. Oh, a whole bunch of them came out. Nice. Got me. Oh, this is not a bad area, I guess, to do it in. Just throw an explosive down, so they'll start spawning, and you'll get quite a few. I got like 6 that came out right here. That's not bad. Just make sure you're far enough away from the explosive that you don't get caught in it. And then someone said, did you see the vampire event that got leaked early? Oh yeah, I saw that. Some people actually got access to that instead of the Payday event, which I find interesting. So some people already were able to like basically do everything for that event. I don't know if they got the rewards for that event, but I know they at least got to get like the potions and stuff from it. There's somebody over here. Hit some. Oh, he's over here. Okay. Exactly. Horror games late at night in a dark room, headphones blasting really hits different. Oh yeah. No, for sure. It does. Get some more to show up. Hopefully. W said, highly recommend making a backup of your save like a flash drive. Oh yeah. Back up your saves, especially if you're on PC. Always try to back up your saves, because if something happens and your game gets corrupted or whatever, yeah, it can make you lose a lot, which is definitely frustrating. Okay, so it looks like I get roughly about 4 every time I throw a grenade. So if I've got 16, there's this one, so 17. So that should be, if I go through all of the rest of my grenades, I should be able to get the 150, and that should give me the money bundle. I can mess around with that. Thief, if you go where he is at in the city and you find gas tanks to blow them up, will spawn a bunch. So any noise you make in daytime will spawn them. I'll have to check that out. I don't remember where that NPC is. I thought I hit him. Yeah, I need an area that's gonna spawn like a ton of them. You said you got access to it early and got 2 out of the 3 boosters. That's awesome. They look like it's gonna be a lot of fun using those boosters. That's why I think, because they have the boosters, It reminds me so much of the Halloween event that I feel like it's going to be actually released on Halloween. So that's the event we're supposed to be getting then, is most likely what we got. You get the outfit and boosters from the vampire event. Oh, that's crazy. Maybe with the Vampire Masquerade event, they actually finally went back to, hey, we're gonna give you guys the bundles again. That'd be really nice. Because, yeah, that's what people want. W said you lost yours on PlayStation 4 because you synced immediately when reconnecting the internet. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's if you're using the disc version and you're trying to do stuff on like the glitches and stuff from the 1.0 version, you really have to make sure that it won't connect to the internet. Otherwise it'll auto update. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm throwing over there. I'm throwing them that way, and just kind of seems to take longer. So the boosters are fire. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to try them out. They seem like they're gonna be fun to use. The ones on Halloween were really fun to use. So I feel like these are going to be fun as well. Now we're almost there. Only a few more left to go. Keep throwing grenades. Man said usually when I'm killing biters, a bunch of viral spawn. I find it quite annoying. Yeah, it's that's the thing. When you're not looking for them, they're everywhere and they're super annoying. When you're actually looking for them, they just won't spawn. And you're just like, come on, just show up. That happens a lot in games though. You see things everywhere and then you're like, all right, now I need to look for that specific thing and you can't find it anywhere. You're like, where in the heck is it now? I would say Leon. You said in the dark corner in front of the island where there's a house, the viral videos appear all the time. In front of the island. Do you mean Culvert Island? Or do you mean St. Paul Island? Which island are you talking about? There's multiple islands in this game. Ooh, I missed that guy. Zach, do you know what kind of build you want to do in Starfield yet? Honestly, for Starfield, my build is everything. One thing I always do in Bethesda games, I make sure that I can bypass all the locks and stuff. Like lock picking is always a huge thing for me in Bethesda games, and like just honestly, for when it comes to Starfield, you don't really have to have like a special build for anything, because I'm playing the game on the normal setting. Like it's just the normal difficulty, and you can find some weapons very early on that are so ridiculously strong that it just makes it to where you don't even have to really worry about building things specifically. So yeah, it's for me, I try to go for kind of stealth builds and stuff like that, but every time I have a Bethesda game, if I have the ability to unlock everything, I will be unlocking everything. So that's my go-to. Which luckily for Starfield, there is no level cap, so you can unlock every single skill. I've seen some things going on, I need to check them out, where people are getting like 60,000 XP like an hour or a minute or something like that. And so they're able to level up like super quick. Which honestly, I mind like leveling up at a slower pace in Starfield, just because what it ends up doing, if you level up too quickly, like yeah, you'll be really good at some stuff, but it does kind of make some things less fun when you're already like super overpowered. So I'm not gonna necessarily do that specifically, but is there any more? No. Okay, let's throw another bomb. Ms. Kathy was, hey, what bundles did you get in the store? I got the Ninja, the Devil, and the Payday bundles. I only did the Fire Devil bundle. That's the only one I got, just because I wanted the power item. I like the idea of it, and I think it's really cool. Like that is a cool addition to the game, you know. So that's one thing I do like that they added in this update, is this brand new like accessory that has this crazy thing that, you know, it levels up with XP and gets better. So instead of taking it to a craft master and making it the strongest thing you can possibly get right away, they turned it into, it levels as you play the game and gets stronger. And I kind of like that a bit more. I think that if they added more things like that, I think that'd be really interesting, rather than having to go to the craft master for everything. Like, you can have items that just level with you. Jay came and said if I want, I can drop you the new boosters on Xbox. Nah, it's all right. I'll check them out when the event drops. Honestly, I don't mind waiting. Like, they sound like they're going to be a lot of fun to use, but I'm not in a rush. Well, thanks for the offer, though. Appreciate it. W already said you filled your hard drive with stuff to prevent the update. The problem was the auto sync. Oh yeah. Didn't think to disable it before redownloading your old save. Oh yeah. Yeah, that sucks. So you'd have to essentially do that all over again. Almost there. I think one or two more grenades should get me there. Like, so you're trying to do a stealth build just for fun? Stealth builds are crazy. So one of my favorite things to do in Bethesda games is to have a stealth build. Like in Skyrim, basically everybody had this build at one point, but in Skyrim, my favorite thing to do was to be a stealth archer. And so I would level up the skills, get stealth maxed out, archery maxed out, all this stuff. So I'm literally just sneaking around everywhere and shooting everything with an arrow from like 5 miles away and absolutely destroying it. So that was something I always loved to do. And same kind of thing in Fallout 4. I did that a lot too. My favorite build, however, in Fallout 4 was a melee build. It was insane. So in Fallout 4, I used a build where I only used melee weapons, didn't use a single gun the entire playthrough, and I had the perk where you can like eat your enemies to regain health and stuff. So no matter how much damage I would take, I'd just be able to gain it right back just because I'm running up to enemies, and then after taking them down, I just eat them. And yeah, that build was so broken. Like, it was insane. Fast Track, where do you find the new bundles? So in the main menu, there's an option called Store. When you click that, it takes you to the bundle store, and where you can buy the bundles with your Dying Light points, as well as buying more Dying Light points. So that's where you find that. We got 20. Yeah, what's going on, my friend? How are you? How you doing today? Is what you're asking me? Well, I'm doing great. How are you? But yeah, you also said, can you show me your weapon, how you got it? So the weapon I'm using is the Fire Devil axe. So this is part of the Fire Devil bundle that you can get from the store. Mine has 908 damage after added flame and empowerment, so it's a really good one. Stamina regen on quick attack, which is one of my favorite ones to use. Damage versus infected. Nighttime melee weapon damage, so if you're using a nighttime daytime melee weapon damage increase, so it just does more damage just all the time. I'm not wearing the gear at the moment because the gear does make it more powerful, but the problem with the gear is that you're not protected from like anything other than fire, but even then you're still not protected from it. So the wearing the gear is not super great, but the outfit looks super awesome. So yeah, I got it. But I did just finish the event for the personal goal, so I'm gonna see if I can go. I was gonna fast travel, but I forgot it's right here behind my back. I'm gonna see if I can grab the money bundle, because I want to try that out. I want to get it and level it up and really kind of see how much damage I can do and just see how fun it is to slap zombies with money. All right, so let's check this out. So it should be where? There, our safety pack. As I said, it gets added to your stash. Oh, did they add an update to what these are? No, they didn't. Interesting. Let me sleep once, or sleep a couple times to see if that helps it show up. Because this the weapon you don't have to claim from the website. I know the mask you do, but the weapon you don't. It should already be in your stash. So I'm wondering why it's not showing up. Let's check that again. Because I have the Night Runner safety pack, which is the first thing you get for the participation reward, but I don't have anything else. Let me go back to the main menu. Now I can show off the bundles for anyone who wants to see it. Maybe going back to the main menu, coming back, maybe that'll fix it. Who knows? If the game wants to load. Maybe. There it goes. Kind of. There we go. Okay, so main menu. If you want to access the bundles, you go to your store, and there you go. So these are the, like, this isn't all of the bundles, but for some reason, not everybody's seeing all the available bundles. Not sure why. But yeah, there's the Payday bundle, the Fire Devil bundle, the welcome offer, which you have. If you haven't claimed that, I recommend doing that. You have to claim it by October 7th, otherwise you won't get it. The Rise bundle, the Walking Dead bundle, the Chicken bundle. Excuse me, hiccups. Nimble Ninja, the Mercenary, the Raheem, the Post-Oppo, Night Runner, Gunslinger, Hack-On, Brecken, Nutcracker, and Dying Laugh. And then you've got the Dying Light points, which it doesn't. I'll do it fast enough, maybe you can see it. It's broken. Go back in the game. Maybe I can actually receive my reward now. Danny said, can you repair weapons? Yes. However, the only way you can repair it is with the Korek charm, which is a Easter egg item. Outside of that, there is no way to repair weapons. They kind of implemented the blueprint system to get around that. So if your weapon breaks, you can just go make another one with the blueprints. But I really feel like they should have added a way to repair them with a Craftmaster instead of having to craft a new one. But that's just my opinion. Silver Vein said, did you hear about this game? It's going to die off soon with that new battle pass. I highly doubt that they'll do something like that, but I understand what you mean. I don't think they're going to go that far. I think it's just going to be the bundles, and the points are just the way you can access them. Like I said, if there's a way to get the points for free by completing events or stuff like that, I think that would be great. Right now, there's not a way to get them for free, so you do have to buy them, but I'm hoping they do something. Danny said, yeah, you saw the blueprints, was wondering if the meta was repairing or crafting a new weapon. Honestly, you definitely want to get the Korak charm. Now, you can't get, like, the downside of the Korak charm is you can't get it until you're already almost done with the game. Like, you have to finish the broadcast mission. Once you finish that mission, then the area that you have to go to for the Korak charm is actually accessible. And then you can kind of get it that way. So, but you have to go through almost the entire game before you have the ability to repair weapons, which is not great. Now that they added the blueprints in there, it's a little bit better, but okay. Well, this is a little disappointing. I was hoping I'd be able to get the money bundle, the money weapons or whatever, but I guess the game doesn't want me to have it right now. I wanted to test those out, but I don't get to. Zach said if they ever get a battle pass, you're gone. Right? Yeah, no, it's the only way a battle pass works for a game, first off, is the game has to be free. If the game is free and it's a competitive multiplayer like centric game, that's the only way battle passes honestly makes sense. I mean, not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to be competitive multiplayer, but like, at least the game has to be free for a battle pass to make sense. That's one of the issues I had with Exoprimal, is that, yeah, if you didn't have it on Game Pass, you would have to like pay like $60 for the game for at the time of release for like no content, and there was a battle pass, and it's just like, why am I having a battle pass in a $60 game? That doesn't make any sense. But you know, you take like Destiny 2, you take Fortnite, you know, Apex Legends, all this stuff that have those battle passes. Guess what they have in common? They're free to play games. So in those instances, if the game is free and it has like regular events and multiplayer things and things like that, that's where it's not as big of a deal. But whenever it's a game that you have to actually pay for, that's not so much a good idea. Six, you said the game got laggier after the new updates. I noticed that too. Like, my game's been, I don't know, you all probably noticed, the game's not been running at the smoothest. And I've been noticing that too. Like, I can, like, just right now, for example, I'm hitting like 14 frames per second. Like, it's pretty bad. I don't know what happened, but no matter what settings I've changed, it doesn't seem to help. I even had to restart my computer and start the stream a little bit later than I wanted to. Just uninstalled the game, reinstalled it and everything, and it did not do a thing. So something that they did in the update really messed it up, and I have no idea what it was. I've checked all the settings I could think to check. 'Cause I've got a 3060 in my PC. So I know it's not my graphics card. And I've checked my CPU, which is a Ryzen 7? Yeah, it's a Ryzen 7 5800X, I think. Don't remember off the top of my head. I think that's what it is. And so I know that, like, there's nothing that's bottlenecking anything that would cause it to have all these problems. So something that they did in this update really kind of jacked it up. Alberto's not showing up? Yeah, no, it's for some reason I don't see the bundle, or the money weapon thing. This happens to so many people every time there's an event. I think what happens is Techland's servers get overloaded from all the people playing, and so when people are starting to claim rewards and things like that, it can't handle it and it breaks, and so not everybody gets them right away. So sometimes you have to wait like a day or a few hours or something like that, but I know I'll have it before the end of the event, but still, it's just a little frustrating. Andre Pay said, can you skip the intro cutscene? I don't see any change that. Yeah, you can skip that. Here, let me show you. Let me go back to the main menu, show you guys some options. Zach, you said same with like Call of Duty and Diablo, $70 for the game and then expecting you to spend more on a battle pass. Yeah, I don't like that personally. I think it's just like my stance is if you want to offer some things like the way Call of Duty used to be, kind of before battle passes were a thing, they had, you know, tons of little things you can buy in the store, just cosmetics, different skins for your weapons, your characters. You know, they cost like $1, you know, $2, $3, you know, super cheap stuff. You're like, oh, I want to get this, you know, it makes my gun look like it's got a shark on it or whatever, you know, a number of different things. And it was just, it was simpler then. And then now it's just, I don't know. It feels like companies have gotten a lot worse with it, to be completely honest. We got Penguin in the chat. What's going on, my friend? How are you? Or Penguin 90, I should say. There was another Penguin earlier. Unless it's the same Penguin. And I'm confused. But I believe it's a different one. How are you, by the way? Hope you're doing wonderful. Okay, so for the intro cutscenes, there is actually in the options, you go to game, skip intro movies, you can turn that on. So what this does is it gets, whenever you're starting the game, it gets rid of the whole kind of like backstory thing where Lawan is narrating stuff and things like that. It cuts out the logo screens and all that stuff. So you start the game and it just goes straight into the main menu. So you can do that. And also if you're talking about the prologue, you can actually skip that now, which I haven't done it yet, but I want to test that out. So we're going to do that real quick, just so we can see what that looks like. There's not an option here. I'm trying to see where the option is actually. Okay, here we go. Do we should start a game playing the prologue? It's a recap. So let's skip the prologue because I haven't seen this. I'm curious. Penguin, yes, you're doing good. Yes, how I am. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
My name is Aiden Caldwell.
Well, that's not running great.
And I'm a pilgrim wandering through a zombie-infested world. I'm looking for my long-lost sister.
This is bad. But it's nice they do give you a little recap of what the whole prologue is, which you can skip if you want to. So that's nice that you do see this.
Dr. Waltz is
So you don't have to go through the things, because I will tell you right now. I just dropped my controller. Let's over here. One of the things I can't stand about the prologue is two things. First, the forced renegade tutorial for combat. I absolutely hate that. Being like forced to learn perfect blocks and leaping over enemies and kicking them. That part I can't stand. Also, the Banshee fight is super annoying because they never made it to where you could skip the Banshee cutscene. Don't know why. It was really frustrating. Randomized clips just came in. What is that audio? Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. It's all jacked up. No idea what's happening. So this is the new skip prologue cutscenes. But yeah, fighting the renegades is super annoying. Fighting the Banshee is kind of annoying because you can't skip the Banshee cutscene when the Banshee shows up. I hate that part. And I guess the third thing, I said two, but there's gonna be three now, is the hospital. When you're going through the hospital with Hakon, because Hakon moves so slowly, it's super frustrating. I just want to run faster, do things faster, but I can't because Hakon's being super slow.
Leave him the fuck alone! Seems like I'll live to fight another day, even if I'm not sure how long I'll stay human. I'm
It
coming
was like
for
as soon
you,
as it
man.
was just words.
But first, the wand.
Wait, so I'm wondering, is this gonna take me to after the hospital? I'm curious. Let's find out. Because if I still have to go through the hospital, that's not skipping the prologue. Because New Game Plus starts you after you finish the hospital. Because you're skipping the prologue. I'm really curious. So you're not a fan of the skip monologue? Oh, like just this whole like cutscene thing, or do you mean like just skipping things in general? If it's this whole thing, I don't know why it was so laggy. I don't know what's up with that. It's a cutscene. It shouldn't be laggy. And according to Steam, I was hitting like 70 frames per second, but the cutscene was just lagging. I'm not having it. Like all my stats everywhere I'm looking, everything was fine, but that cutscene was just it was like, nah. But it is nice you get a little recap, so that's good. So it doesn't. So you still have to do the hospital. I still see this as part of the prologue. That's... I understand, I guess, why, but this is, to me, this is still part of the prologue. Because you don't have free access to everything yet.
Where's the fish?
The canteen is...
Well, can you help me?
But I also understand why they have that part in there, because it kind of sets up some more of the story that's kind of hard to skip. Shadows, what's going on, my friend? So you're really torn between getting the Ninja and the Firestorm or the Fire Devil bundle. It looks so good. I don't want to support. You don't want to support the Dying Light point system. Ghost Gaming running at 70 FPS. Steam running at 70. Dying Light. No. And the Shadows. So let's actually look at those because I have the Ninja. So I actually have the Firestorm bundle or the Fire Devil bundle. So this one's cool because it'll pull up. I think it's broken right now, but you get this. You can kind of see it right here. It's this Inferno power item. Basically, it's like a little switch. You click it and it sets your body on fire, which is cool because what that means is that any zombies that get close to you will immediately be set on fire as well. So it's super awesome. I really like that. The Ninja bundle, it looks really cool. It doesn't have anything necessarily special about it. It's just you get this cool outfit. The Shuriken charm, which I don't know if it does anything or not. If anybody has the Ninja bundle, if they can let me know if the Shuriken charm does anything. But it does have a Kama, which is this kind of weapon. You can kind of see it right there above my cursor. Which is nice because there's not a lot of weapons like that in the game. There's a few that look like that, but it is a little bit different. So it's kind of a new weapon style, which is nice. And the outfit looks pretty cool too. But I just don't know about the charm, if it actually does anything or not. But I like the Fire Devil just because of the little fire thing. That's the laziest prologue skip I've ever seen. Yeah. Yeah. So this is, I actually want to kind of mention this real quick. This is one of the things that actually does kind of bother me a lot. In this game, and I know other games do it too, where basically they have this intro cutscene that kind of sets up the story and things like that, but they put it at like the very beginning of the game before you get to the main menu, and it's never seen again. So if you skip that cutscene, like the initial cutscene where Lawan's kind of like talking to Tsubasa, setting up the backstory, that actually includes like a lot of really cool lore information. Like, you know, you get to learn about the fall, and the game takes like place like 15 years after that, and you know, you just kind of learn more things about the backstory that is just really interesting. And yeah, it's never seen again. So you never, if you skip that cutscene, you never actually see that, which is disappointing. Alberto, the Shuriken Charm gives you the minus 10% stamina cost. That's whatever I was talking about earlier. Okay, that's actually not bad. So you don't use as much stamina on things. Silty Rumbly said you lost your fire suit. Yeah, that's been happening to people. It's a bug that's happening. Basically, people will claim bundles and it'll just disappear. They're trying to fix it. I know that. I've seen them mention some things. I think they said something on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe in their Discord, one of the two. They're trying to fix it, but yeah, the best thing you can do if it does happen is reach out to Techland and create a ticket, so that way they can try to get it fixed. Because yeah, it's happening to quite a few people, which is really unfortunate. Shouting said they saw the samurai bundle before they removed it. It has 2 weapons and a new arrow blueprint. Oh, that's cool. I haven't checked it out. I'm really curious about that, because I definitely want to get the samurai bundle because I love samurai stuff. So I think having that would be really cool. I want to check that out. But I think this is where we're going to do it today. I had a lot of fun with this. I hope you did have fun as well. I'll having more videos coming out. Not so much Dying Light 2 videos. I still have Dying Light 2 videos whenever there's more things happening in the game. But you will see more content coming out on my channel. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It helps me out an absolute ton. And then you can also check out my second channel where I post other types of content for other types of games. If you're curious about that, it's linked in the description. All my socials post content basically everywhere. So if you want to get all those things, just follow and subscribe and all the things everywhere. It helps me out a lot, and you guys get all the stuff. But anyways, thanks for coming in, everybody. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did as well, and I will see you all next time.